Welcome back to the greatest motorcycle podcast in YouTube. Today we have episode 8 of Under the Helmet. In today's episode, we just have some random conversations about newer and older bikes, the eras of bikes, and things along that extent. We will be back to our regular programming in episode 9. I thought this was a fun episode and it's pretty enjoyable, just kicking it, talking about motorcycles. I hope you guys enjoy watching this episode as much as I did filming it.
All right. So I never even got the rundown of this.
All right. You'll get it in a second.
Okay. I'll just run with it, I guess.
Welcome back to the Under the Helmet podcast. This is episode 8. We are officially in season 1. We're away from our current studio, but we're here at Grady's garage. Today we're going to be talking about a few things about what's happened in the motorcycle world over the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, Memphis isn't here today, but we have our secondary co-host who's going to be coming in and out, Grady. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
So
I would actually have to say the better co-host.
The better co-host, okay. So today, I just want to talk about newer motorcycles. We've talked about our opinions on some of the bikes, some of the newer technologies, whatnot, but I really want to break the eras down. In the last podcast, Memphis and we debated over the favorite eras of motorcycles, as well as just the favorite dream garage you might have, a favorite bike of each category, etc. But today I really just want to break down the categories. I made a video not too long ago talking about how I break them down. So before I let you go off on what you think and all of that, I just want to break the categories down. Motorcycles really became, it was like the late 1800s when Daimler made their first bike. Harley-Davidson first year is 1903. So when we talk about bikes from 1900 to about 1920, I classify these as antique bikes.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
They're bicycles with motors, essentially.
Yeah.
There's not really too much more to them. No. But in the 20s, there's a lot of advancement. Motorcycles started to look like bikes. So from 1920 to 1950 to 1960, a lot of bikes are going to overlap on each other, of course, from this time period. Like a Honda from 1960, I wouldn't classify in this, but a Gold Star from 1960, I would classify as a vintage bike. This is what I consider to be the classic era, right?
Okay.
So it goes antique, classic, then vintage. Vintage between 1960 or so to about the early 80s. Some 80s bikes fall into it, some 80s bikes don't. Like a VMAX, first year 1985, absolutely does not fall into this category. But some of those early Honda CB750 dual overhead cams of the era, and even like a bike like the CBX, I think it falls into the vintage category.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that as well.
And then I would like to classify the 80s bikes to about 1990. I feel like making up a name.
Techno. I feel like the 90s era for bikes was...
Yeah.
That's when the full fairings were coming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the 80s was kind of that with like the RC30 was 1988.
But that's right on the cusp.
It's right on, but... You have to look at the CX500 and 650 turbos. Yeah. The GPZ was 1982. So all of those bikes really came into it. I don't really have a good name for this other than the retro sport bike era. And I feel like the VMAX ends up becoming one of those bikes that gets pushed there even though it's not a sport bike. And then, some people call this the golden age. But from about 1990 or so to 2004, 2005, give or take. I call this the neoclassic era. The era where all of the old names like Ducati and MV Agusta, they really came back, but also all the rest of the motorcycle brands, they were putting out their best work again. Think of the 80s, there was a big time of like development and confusion and what they really wanted to do, and then all of a sudden they just figured it out.
Yeah, I mean...
And then we have modern bikes.
Yeah, I mean, modern bikes are just all the same. I feel like there hasn't been a standout bike.
There's been a few, but not like back then.
No. I mean, you were saying 1990s. I'm gonna say you said 04. I'm gonna say
push it to like 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10. I mean, you had the RC51, which you and Memphis both have.
That ran to 06. The Blackbird ran to 08.
Yep, Blackbird. I mean, there was the Interceptor.
The first gen Busa ran to about 08, 09, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many bikes in that era that stood
I guess
out.
'08 was a good point to end it because '08 the recession happened and a lot like that just ended.
Yeah.
I think the recession just was like, oh,
Everybody, all bike manufacturers, like, nah, we're gonna kind of keep her tame.
yeah. There's a lot of innovation. Like we look at the like different parts in history, and it's just really fun because I have a lot of bikes throughout the years. So it's like this manufacturer was doing this, but like this doesn't make sense. It's just really cool to look back on them. And I want to start off with the modern bikes. I feel like we could talk about the older ones, and we have on many of these podcasts talked about the older ones, but
Yeah.
we've talked less about the newer bikes. And the reason for that is, well, my reason is always I don't know as much about them. There are some bikes that I have rode and do know, but I don't know them like the old ones.
Yeah,
The newest bike to really come out is the new KTM.
I want that bike.
Do you know any of the specs on it?
I know they're using the Duke 990 motor.
Which is a triple or a
No,
V-twin?
it's not a V.
Is it parallel?
It's a parallel twin, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And
Like I said, I don't know about them.
I was kind of reading some articles. So it sounds like not a whole bunch was done with the motor. A lot of it more was done in the mapping and tuning of the bike. And that's where KTM was extracting a little more power than the 990 Duke was.
Which is something very common with manufacturers right now.
Yeah.
That, I think, is what has lost the appeal with newer bikes. They're phenomenal to ride. I don't know if you've rode any new bikes, but they're really good to ride. They do everything you want them to do, but they're really similar to one another.
Yeah.
When you look at the R7 and the MT-07, it's a very similar bike. It's like what style do you prefer, not what level of extreme.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not like two totally different bikes. It's
Yeah.
not like you're blown away by the R7 versus the MT-07.
They're both great bikes.
Yeah. But really, what is... One's non-fairing, one has fairings.
Yeah, one's upright, one's
Yeah.
not upright, which is great because, I mean, a lot of companies were doing this. I feel like manufacturers really started doing this in the last 10 years or so. I mean, when we take a look at the late 90s. The Gixxer 1300 motor was only in the Busa.
Yeah.
The CBR motor was pretty much only in the Blackbird, the 1100 variant. And, you know, they did at the time, my 919 is a 929 motor that was not bored as big.
Yeah, so they kept similarities.
But it's a little different. I think they have their own flavor, but again, I am sure they're similar to ride.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, how much can you change? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't.
It changes how they ride and how they feel, but the emotion is really similar.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of hard now because we've advanced we made such an advancement from like
what bikes were.
what bikes were
I think-
to what they are now.
I think they really peaked about 10 years ago.
But I mean, think about this. 10 years ago, what is the difference between 10 years ago and now? What do they have that...
Emissions.
So
That's the difference.
That's not that exciting.
No. The difference is back then they weren't as strict.
Yeah.
Bikes like the R6 could exist and be innovated on, where now, because of the EU emissions, they stopped making the R6 because they couldn't justify updating it, and now they've got so expensive because so much R&D has to go into them for them to hit dealership lots. They're now toys instead of transportation, and because the DOT and EPA and all these things sees them as transportation, which for some people they are, but to most people
They're just toys.
they're toys.
Yeah.
There needs to be these super strict requirements on them.
Damn EPA.
Damn EPA. But honestly, I think I don't even think this is just a fact. The reason they're being so similar is because the bean counters. They're counting their beans and they're saying, why would we give up our beans to make a new motor when we could just stick the old one in it? Sometimes it's great, but I think it creates less emotion in the bikes.
Yeah, and there hasn't been that heartful innovation that just jumps out at people.
I can't really think of the last new bike I was like, oh my god, I need it. Maybe the V4S, but that's just because it's a Ducati.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all just gorgeous, but they're the same as the old V4S. But again, I'd rather have an older one.
I catch myself whenever I'm looking for a bike. I always catch myself going back. I always. It's not the money.
No,
that doesn't.
No, I'm looking at a $35,000 RC30.
Yeah,
it's not the money.
That to me sounds more appealing than spending
$30,000 on
a new bike.
If someone was to offer me a V4 whatever Decimo Dice blah 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 triple R that's $80,000 or a RC30, I'm taking the RC30. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to be faster and all this, but dude, I'm on an RC30.
Yeah, it's got so much history.
It's such a cool bike.
And it's beautiful.
It looks cool. Yeah. They all just look the same now. But yeah, I mean, I can't remember. I'm trying to think of the last bike where I was like, wow. But
a bike that the new. I mean, I guess is it? They still make it. The triple.
the H2,
No.
the Triumph,
Yeah.
the Speed Triple.
Yeah. Is it the Speed Triple?
Which one are you thinking of? The one with the bug face, the naked bike,
Yeah.
or the full fared?
No, naked.
The one that I rode.
No.
The 765.
They said they wouldn't let you ride it.
Oh, the Rocket 3.
Yes.
No, they said they would let me ride it.
Oh, they would let you ride it?
If they get one, they would let me ride it.
Oh, dude, I would. I mean, what year is that? They still produce those, right?
Yes, they do still. They just updated them, I think. But they've been making them for a while. Probably like 2019, 2018.
I see. I think that would be a very fun bike.
That is a very fun bike. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
But I mean, that's like. It's just got character.
It's absurd.
Yeah, it's a monster. It's a power bike.
But then again, allegedly, unless you flash them, you're only getting 60% throttle. I heard that somewhere. I asked the guy at the dealer, and he was like, "Yeah, that's possible." So unless you flash them, you're not getting the full throttle, which is, I mean,
I feel like
weird.
that's very typical now for manufacturers to detune everything.
Yep. Honda's been doing it since the 60s. But now everyone's doing it, which makes sense because it's a 2.5 liter inline 3 that produces a lot of power and a lot of torque.
The power to weight ratio is rather insane.
Yeah.
I mean
the fact that you can just
from the R6, like I mean I haven't ridden many. I've ridden maybe 2 or 3 600s. The one being the newest probably was like a 2016 R6. And I just kind of putt around with it. But I mean, what do you really do with that bike?
You track it. I've said this in the past, and I think I'm going to stand by it. But I've rode a few amount of 600s. I've owned a couple now. I genuinely think 600s are for the track. Liter bikes are for the road. And the reason for that is simply because with the liter bike, you got download power. You got torque. R6, you got to be ringing that thing over 6,000 RPM.
Yeah.
And I mean, 6,000 is being...
Yeah, that's
like,
light.
That's
light on it.
Like 6,000 RPM is when the bike gets any more than 3 horsepower.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a limiter of what?
16,500.
6,000, you're missing the entire range, the power band.
Yeah, you need to be at 12 grand to like 10,000 to ride normal, which is insane. Like, they're just not made for that. The 600 is an amazing platform. I loved my R6. I've thought about buying another R6, but I've said this before, if I was to buy another R6, it's probably going to be for the track.
Yeah.
Because I have literally no reason to have that on the street when there's so many other variants. That thing is perfect for the track.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of other bikes I'll buy before an R6. Or any 600, matter of fact.
Smoking Joe 600.
Okay, that's a beautiful bike. But beyond that, I mean, for like, even like you said, you don't think it's for the street.
I don't think it's for, I mean, I've rode my, CBR 600 a fair amount now.
Yeah.
It's a good bike. It's fun. But again, I'm revving it out 7,000-8,000 before it's really doing anything.
Do you think you've had more fun on your smaller displacement bikes?
Depends. Grom, no.
Okay.
But like my GB500 is one of the most fun bikes I've ever rode.
I'm going to be honest, that's probably the best bike you own. I'll die on that. The GB500 is just such a
I own a lot of great bikes, and I think it's one of them.
Yeah.
I can't pick, but
It handles amazing.
You know, the 650 Hawk, I think I had more fun on my 650 Hawk long term than my R6 if I was to own it long term.
Yeah.
You know, the R6 was fun because it was powerful. It was light. I was coming off of a 1200 and a 1000, so I'm on the 600 that's making a little bit less power, but just nimble.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just how often are you going to be at 10,000 RPM?
No, especially on the street.
Yeah, it's just, it's a lot of bike.
Yeah. That's totally side topic. Do you still enjoy street riding?
Yeah, I love it.
I haven't been able to get into it.
Because you're not on the right roads.
I ever since picking up private course riding.
I mean, maybe because I have multiple bikes that are much faster than the Hawk is.
The Hawk. I mean, the Hawk's fun.
I mean, it's fun. I will say this: I haven't rode the Hawk that much this year. When I do ride it, it's fun for a couple of days, and then by the third or fourth day, I find myself switching to my 900.
Yeah. Actually, talking about the Hawk, me and Memphis were talking about this. A modern bike I do want.
The new one.
I guess it's not even new. I'm stuck thinking like 2016 is still new. But
10 years ago.
I know, that's wild.
Yeah.
But the VFR 1200.
Sure. Yes. Great bike.
That I think would be
I'd rather have an 800 though.
With the VTEC?
No, the 800 with the
the gear cam.
cams.
The gear cam. Okay, the older.
But the 1200 is a really good bike. I find it to be a little ugly, but it's a really
yeah. Oh,
maybe I just haven't seen it in person.
The Heritage one. Have you ever seen the Heritage one in person? It's like the blue, white, and red. It's like
that's the VTEC one.
Yeah, I know, but like that livery
on the 1200.
I don't think they brought it on the 1200.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But that livery on that bike looks really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a VTEC VFR unless it was that anniversary bike.
Yeah.
I almost bought one. It got away. I am pissed.
Yeah.
Because I saw the same bike listed on Facebook for $3,000 more than what the guy was selling it for, and I'm like, no. I was too late. I hesitated. Same thing with another bike that got away from me last week. I hesitated on it.
What bike was that?
Harley Davidson V-Rod. I almost bought it. I got really close. I refused to pay an extra $500, and I don't regret it.
yeah. I was gonna say.
I rode the old 1100 a couple weeks ago, the 2014 1100.
I don't recall what that even looks like. Gonna be honest, my modern.
It looks like a CB750 from 1976, but in 2014.
Oh, see, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Yeah. I mean, it was a cool bike. I'd rather own the original. But
Fuel injection.
It had dual disc brakes in the front, I think.
That's
Disc brake in the rear.
That's cool. I like that. I can get behind that.
Very comfortable. 6-speed. 6-speed?
6-speed.
6-speed instead of the 5-speed. So
I like that.
great bike. I rode it around. It's like the Hawk, but instead of being sport oriented, it's a little more touring oriented. A little less power, choked down. It's still air cooled, which is why it doesn't make as much horsepower as the Hawk or the Hornet.
The Hornet, yeah.
That's why it doesn't make as
Because your
much.
Hornet's pretty snappy.
Yeah, it makes like 119 horsepower from the factory, give or take. It's a CBR motor that they detuned a little bit.
So if you were to flash it,
it's bored down.
oh,
It's a 919 instead of the 929. But if I was to flash it, I could probably get an extra 5-10 horsepower, maybe. Probably 3 to 5 to the wheels.
Generous.
I think if I changed the exhaust, flashed it, dyno tuned it, maybe 5-wheel. Which is probably like you wouldn't be able to feel it. Maybe like
I feel like you'd be able to
That
feel it somewhere in the power curve.
yeah. I mean, I feel like I'd be able to feel it because of how much
You've
time I
ridden it?
spent on it.
Yeah, I mean that's your go-to bike.
I've cooked the tires on that thing.
Great. So this guy, he'll say he's gonna buy a set of tires.
I'll buy a new bike.
He'll buy a new bike before he buys the set of tires.
Yeah, I am thinking about selling that one though, but
The Hornet?
yeah. I really want an Indian FTR. And if I sell my Hornet for what I want to get out of it, a couple more grand, I could get an FTR.
Yeah.
They've come down in price a lot.
FTRs? Mm-hmm. What was that bike that was across the street from you?
FTR.
That was an FTR?
It was an FTR.
That's a pretty bike.
Yeah, he just wanted way too much money for it. I think he still has it. It had the Ikrapovich exhaust, had the flash, had all the good stuff done
You should
to
just
it.
go up to him and trade. Say, hey, buddy, I'll flat trade you.
Yeah, he wanted like 13 for it, and then I think he got all the way down to like 8 or 9 or something. But I've seen some FTRs sub 7 recently. The bike I've seen really get cheap is the Pan America.
That doesn't surprise me.
I've sent you guys some cheap Pan Americas. Yeah. One was like a bastardized cased Pan America that someone had swapped a motor into.
Are they automatic?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking the twin, Africa Twin.
You don't know the Harley Davidson Pan America.
I've heard the only thing they look honestly that is a Harley I would buy.
Yeah, it's just the V-Rod that's been continued on.
They look good. I've heard they have reliability issues.
The early ones did. I think they're fine now. I think they had oil foaming issues from, if I remember correctly, and maybe they had some transmission stuff. I think a lot of it has been solved. Honestly, what I've learned is I'm okay with a motorcycle having problems. It's you can just fix it.
Yeah, you can.
You can just fix it. Unless I'm buying a $35,000 couch on wheels, then
I don't want problems.
Then I don't want problems, but they have problems. If I'm the Pan Americas are $19,000 brand new, $20,000, right? Great price for what it is. But I sent one earlier today for $10,000.
Yeah,
and it had 4,000 miles on it.
That's cheap. That's far cheaper than its competitors, the Africa Twin, and you cannot find those.
You can
for a good price.
No, I was saying for 10, but yeah, they're like they're probably like, man, I'm just gonna show my lack of ball knowledge here. I think they're 16,000 out the door, give or take. So they're like a little bit cheaper, unless they went up in price with the DCT models and everything. I remember probably like 2020, 21, somewhere during pandemic time, they're like $14,995 out the door. Or $14,995 sticker price, which probably at that time you could have got out the door.
Yeah.
So I think they went up to 16. Africa Twins are a weird bike. I think I don't remember who I was talking to. I might have been talking to someone in my comments or my DMs. I think the Africa Twin in the future is going to be a bike people look back on and are going to have a hard time finding.
I mean, most people. How many of them did they produce?
A lot. But I find that most of them have been used.
I mean, that's what they're there for. I mean, that is an adventure.
It's great.
It's awesome. It's a great adventure bike.
They've been used.
Yeah.
Because if I bought an Africa Twin, I'd be torn between just racking miles on it and just parking it pretty.
No, I'd put miles on it. That's a bike you have to.
That's what I mean. But then imagine 20 years from now. Imagine if they do discontinue the Africa Twin. I don't think they will because they kept going with it. But yeah, right now those bikes are still fetching $7,000. The manual,
that's not bad.
I think a manual one will definitely be worth more because more and more of them are automatic.
Everyone I see online for some reason is always the auto.
I've seen a few manuals, and they sell fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they aren't on the market long.
No. I had a couple, I would say not get away from me. I had a couple I was eyeing that I'm like, I really want it, but it's just not the right time.
No.
It's
not justified yet.
It's just not justifiable because I think I'll lose money on it still.
So you think they're going to go down before they go up?
I think yeah. A nice manual one can't go under 5 for how strong the market is.
No.
In the future, the DCT ones that are going for 9, I could sell them going for less.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even beat Africa Twins at this point, they're still $7,000 bikes.
Well, I mean, it's a Honda, though. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any crazy mileage ones pop up. Usually they're like 20, 30, 40,000 miles at the most. But, the guys who are out there with the 60, 70,000 ones, they're still riding them.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I want to do that. I want to buy another bike.
You should.
I've been looking. I just don't know what I want. I'm torn between.
Well, I guess it just depends what you want to do with it.
That's the wonderful question. Right now, mine's a ornament.
Yeah.
I just don't drive it enough. And I don't know if it's partially due to... I love the Hawk. Hawk's a great bike.
It's a great bike. The roads here, I always say this, they're just so open.
Yeah, it's not...
That it gets a little boring.
I kind of want a touring bike.
Yeah.
Like something I'm a little more upright in. When I first got my license, I rode a Yamaha... What is it? It's almost like a Softail.
The V-Star?
No, not a V-Star. Similar.
It's a Metro Cruiser. The Royal Star?
No, it's like you're sitting in like a classic position.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think of what it was called.
MT-09?
No, it wasn't
FZ-09?
that. No. I wish we had internet.
Yeah.
But anyways, no. I was riding a bike like that, and I just don't feel that comfortable. I personally didn't feel that.
It depends on the bike.
Yeah. In that instance, I felt disconnected from the bike.
Yeah, I mean, like my Hornet, I've rode it a lot over the last year that I've owned it, and I find it that I'm as comfortable getting into corners and stuff as sport bikes. I hope you guys are enjoying so far, but I do want to interrupt this video really quick. First of all, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you go down and subscribe so you don't miss our motorcycle podcast, Under the Helmet, which you're currently watching, or Engine Lights, our car podcast, which is to come in the future. Here at VRC, we like to do our media stuff, but we also like our apparel. Recently, we have launched a new limited edition hoodie that I'm showing you guys on the screen. Our house tees, our house hats are currently live, along with the sticker packs, and the hoodies and rotary hats. We have a whole lineup of things going on right now, and if you missed this drop, don't worry, there's plenty of drops coming out in the future. So if you're interested in picking up some apparel, supporting the podcast, super high quality stuff, as always, that is what we want to do and we set out to do. So make sure to go check it out in the link in the description. But back to motorcycles.
Have you topped it out? I guess this is totally hypothetical, of course.
I think I used the whole speedometer.
I don't even know what that speedometer goes to.
100 miles per hour.
Hypothetically.
That's bleeped. But yeah, that's bleeped. I've used the whole speedometer on that bike.
That's actually wild.
And it kept pulling.
I
think at that point I'm going maybe 10, 15 miles per hour less than that, but still.
Do you think it's... Yeah, that speedo has to be off.
Not by like that much though.
Like my Hawk, I've gone up to like $180.
Ah, yeah. I don't know. I think your Hawk has the front tire size my Hawk does, which means they read wrong.
Yeah.
Because when I bought my Hawk, I was like, dude, this thing does 75 miles per hour so easily. I'm going like 60.
I don't know. My bike does. The one time I rode with you guys, granted, were you on your Hornet? Mm-hmm. He was on his Hornet. Memphis was on his RC51. And we all get to the stop sign. I'm like right in the middle. And Memphis is in front of me, Now's behind me. And, I'm going, I get going. Memphis is already a half mile down the road. Knob's pretty much already past me. And I've just rounded the corner. The Hawk does not compare to.
Yeah, but like, it
doesn't need to though.
If we had it's not made for that, obviously.
No.
It is more fun to ride with your friends when you have evenly matched bikes.
No.
But I knew Memphis, he's going to ride his RC51, and I think at that time, I had just bought my Hornet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have to take it out. I just got it.
I was like your favorite bike for that week.
Yeah. It's the only thing I rode. I rode it to work. I rode it back from work. I got pulled over. I rode it back to work again.
It's always amazing how that works. You buy something new and it's your favorite.
Yeah.
And then you get something new.
The Hornet, I have been consistent to, though.
I would say the Hornet's your most consistent bike. Mm-hmm. Like that you ride.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen your collection. It's rather large. I feel like you always gravitate towards that.
It's insured. It's registered. It had good tires until a couple weeks ago. It still has good tires. They're just about to end their life. So this winter I'll replace the fronts, maybe the rear.
Did you replace your RC51 tires?
No, I parked it.
That's right.
That's this winter, though. I'm going to do it this winter. I've been pretty good about it. Maybe I haven't.
Yamaha Bolt.
Oh yeah, those pieces.
I don't mind the look of the bike.
I can't. I think I'm picturing a Bolt. I mean, they're just bikes.
Yeah,
A bike is a bike. You know?
I just felt disconnected with the bike.
I think the thing is, the reason why I say like, oh, it's not a good bike is because that's not what Yamaha makes.
No.
They make them to sell them, not because that's Yamaha.
No.
Which I feel like a lot of people miss the point when they buy metric cruisers.
I feel like there's a lot of bikes that brands.
They just make them to make them, not because they're like, this is us.
Yeah, it's not their pinnacle, what they stand for.
Yeah, and then there's just better options in the category.
Yamaha's new I believe it's a V4.
It's a V4. Their Supermoto or their MotoGP bike.
Is that going to be a production bike?
I assume so.
Because that'd be kind of cool.
If Yamaha made a V4 super bike,
that'd be sick.
The R1 would probably be gone.
Kill the R1. I don't care.
I mean, I'm fine with it, yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be... It's new.
The new R1 is cool, too. But again, it's not a bike I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, the new R1M is like, oh, it's a cool bike. I'd buy one, but I'm not going to.
I'd ride one.
I'd buy one, but I'm not going to.
How much is a new bike? New R1 M.
35.
M? Is the M? M's their like...
R1M is like the carbon one.
Yeah. It's a pretty bike.
I think it's 30, 35. Not bad, I guess, but
it's
like...
not bad. It's not great.
It's a car.
Yeah, it's a car.
Still taking an RC30.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is I'll buy them in 10 years when they're half the price.
They'll be half the price, and you'll come in and cut that price in half and somehow get it. They'll be like, wow, how did that happen?
I really would like an R1, though. I think I'm missing like a Yamaha sport bike and a Kawi like sport bike.
Get I was going to say a 636.
I've looked. They're just so expensive.
It's not a bad looking bike.
It's not a bad looking bike. I like, if I was to get an 636, I'd get an early one. Like the 04, 05, 06, something like that.
Fuel injection? Were those fuel injected?
Yeah, they're fuel injected, yeah.
Yeah.
They're good bikes. They're like the stunt bikes. Like, they're the ones everyone destroyed, so they're hard to find. So, like, a clean one can run you 4, 5, 6,000, and I'm not paying that for 600.
No.
You know, I've looked into getting 600s before. I got a really good deal on my R6, so I bought it. The Smokin' Joe is an exception. That doesn't count.
No, but that's a collector bike.
Yeah, it's a collector bike. But even like the collector 600s, it's like, I don't want to pay $5,000 for a 20-year-old 600.
No, that's been ran through.
That's been ran through when I can just go get a Busa for the same price.
Also gonna be ran through.
Nah, for $5,000 you can get a nice Busa.
Have you seen them for that?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen them float around for like 7. Like
they might have gone up, but
6 or 7.
when I was shopping for Busas, so many months ago, they were like 6.
7.
They're like 6, and I think there was one that sold for like 55. That was a good buy.
Yeah.
And then there was one with spikes on it, and the guy wanted.
That's sick. Chrome.
No, just spikes.
want that.
It had just spikes on it, and I was like, "Oh, I can fix that easily." He wanted 5 for it. Very nice bike, second owner, first owner. So you can get them if you look for them, I think. But
Yeah, if it don't got chrome though, I don't want it.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. What would you say your favorite era of motorcycle is? I think you already might have answered that, but
Yeah. My favorite era definitely gonna be late 80s to the 90s. I mean, I think that's around the time when like the TZR 500 I think it's the TZR 500. I'm a two-stroke.
two-stroke. That
Yeah.
was mid 2000s,
No.
or not mid 2000s, mid 80s.
Yeah, so mid late 90s, somewhere in that range. Like,
Mid 80s.
I would do some crazy things. That era.
The TCRs were race bikes only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there was a Kenny Roberts, I believe it was a TZR 750 he did.
They bored it.
I don't know what they did, if it was a production run, like a one-offer.
Oh, there was a 750, yeah.
Because that bike...
They sold for big money last year at Mecum.
Yeah,
which I want to go to next year.
That bike...
Or this year.
That bike is insane. There's a video online.
They sold they're like white.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it might have been white or is it yellow.
I think they're white. I think the 750s are, I could be wrong. I don't know too much. This is the one area I struggle in
Two-stroke?
is new bikes and some of the weird race bikes from the time.
Oh, dude.
I like them. I don't know a lot about them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I want to complete my Trinity here. So I got the CB750. I got the Suzuki GS750, and I guess you can honorable mention, say, the Yamaha XS650, right, of that era.
Okay.
But then I need the Kawasaki Z1, right? So that's like that trilogy plus one.
Yeah.
Right? And then in the 80s, the Holy Trinity, right? There's like a Holy Trinity for every era that I want to complete. And I think it's really like the big four, but then there's always one of the big four left out that didn't make
the cut.
Yeah, because the Yamaha's is a twin compared to the four cylinders. I don't know if you can guess what it is. Suzuki RG500.
Oh, are we talking two-stroke bikes?
We're talking the 80s bikes. Like, yeah, the RC is cool.
I mean, I could for four-cylinder bikes.
No, just like a Holy Trinity of the time. NR 400R, NSR 400.
NSR 400. There was an NSR 250.
No, the 400 is the one. Because the
400 was the RC. Wasn't that like the RC variant?
It was the closest thing we got to the 500.
Yeah,
the 500 was a V3, and the 400 is a V3, but the V is facing the other way on the bikes. But that was like the closest we got. Then there is the RG500.
There's also
and then the RD500.
Yeah.
The V4 and the Square 4.
RZ500. Is an RZ500.
It's the same bike.
I mean,
I will bet lots of money on it.
Okay.
The RD500 LC is what they call it in the UK.
Okay.
The RZ500 is what we call it in the US and in Canada.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get that bike.
A friend of mine owned an RZ500.
Right, and then the RG500 is a Square 4.
See, now that's a sick. The Gamma was that the nickname? The Gamma?
No, it was the Whispering Death. They said Gamma on them, but it was the Whispering Death because they would seize up when you ride them and then flip you over the bike.
That's kind of sick.
So like they make like a little like ting sound, and then when you hear the ting sound, you got to pull the clutch in. So you can't wear earplugs when you ride that bike, but they're loud, so you go deaf, but you want to make sure that you don't die.
How they have that bike?
Back then, those bikes were literally how they were raced, which is so cool.
That is sick. Yeah, you don't hear about that anymore.
Because they don't do it anymore.
No, and I mean now a race bike.
Because they're so separated from each other.
Oh yeah. Like
because people were buying in the 80s, they would take an RG500, they would rip the plastics off, put new plastics on it, and then go race it.
Yeah. I would do that. I'd honestly do that right now.
I mean, I wouldn't do it to my RG500. I want one of those bikes. I will buy one. I think the first one out of the three I will buy is the RD, just because they're the most affordable.
Yeah,
the Honda is the most affordable, but I think
the NSR.
Yeah, you can get one for like 12.
There's an NSR. I think it is.
It's a 400R.
It is a 400R. I think it's like
he wants 13 for it.
Oh, 13.
And that's like
it's 12.5.
It's a rare livery.
Yeah. Do you see how the pipes are mapped?
Yep, that's how they are.
It's like the two pipes come out here and they got the one on the left side. Dude, that's so cool.
The Square 4 has, well, even the RD, they have 2 and 2. So 2 go low and then 2 come next to the tail light.
Yeah.
So cool.
I have a photo of myself on an RG500.
Yeah.
I was like probably 12. It's a sick bike.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them, but I've heard an RD500 before.
I'm sure it's
Sounds
nuts.
So good.
Any two-stroke bike.
I was just breathing in the smoke. Like I was riding my Buell, and I'm like, I hear something over the hill. RD500. I go, holy shit! Turn around. I'm just the guy parks. I parked the Buell. I'm just staring at this bike. He's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh hey."
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm looking at that masterpiece.
I had an opportunity to buy one. If I followed through with the deal, I probably could have got a really solid deal. I know a guy who has a few of them, and I think the one bike I was trying to get, he ended up buying. It was in Illinois, but it was rough.
Yeah.
I think he wanted like $12,000 for it though.
I was trying to buy an RZ350.
Yeah, which is the RT 350 LC in everywhere else.
Yeah. I think it was a rougher RZ. I don't know. It's like one of my
I
dad's.
love that bike.
That's one of my dad's dream bikes. So I think that'd be the coolest bike.
I want it in yellow though.
Yeah. Oh,
The white is cool.
The white is
want it
cool.
in yellow.
Oh, it's the Kenny Roberts livery.
They both are.
Yeah, but I mean the
It's
yellow,
like
the Kenny Roberts.
Yeah,
livery.
both of them are Kenny Roberts editions.
Yeah, because they signed. I think he signed.
he signed there's a sticker that goes on the front headlight.
It's either the headlight or it's that lower
the headlight
cowl.
cowl.
Yeah, that's such a pretty bike.
They fluctuate quite a bit,
They do.
but they never come under $7,000 unless they're really rough.
The one I was gonna buy, it was rough. He must have got into some wicked tank slap because there's dents on both sides of the tank, and they're like,
It's probably a race bike.
no, I don't think it was. I don't think, unless he was locking it out all the time. But there's like two.
Well, I can just imagine crashing.
But I mean, you think you bend triple trees and forks, and that's not really all replaceable stuff anymore.
I almost bought one for $2,000. It was a frame with a motor. It's not the one that you're thinking of. It's a different one.
Yeah, well, we talked about that one.
Yeah, it's too far gone.
It's really cool.
You just can't find. It's gonna take forever to piece it together.
Yeah, there's a RZ 350 race bike
I think I did see that one.
for like 46.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do with it?
Yeah, what do you do with it?
You can vintage race it, and I would love to vintage race at some point. That's something I really want to do, and that's the reason why I want to get a supermoto or whatever, is to practice just getting track time.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna touch on that right now. That's a story for a different time.
Ooh, no.
I just don't have the patience for it right now. I don't have the time for it.
I would say time is where it really comes down to.
I don't have the time dedication. Maybe in the springtime I do, but then I would really have to choose between riding my dirt bike and riding a supermoto when it came down to it.
Yeah.
And I just like riding dirt because I can ride the street.
Yeah.
And I do it so often.
Dirt is fun. I love dirt.
We're not in a good place for it.
Not a bad place.
We're not in a bad place. But we're not in the best place because I like riding trails. If I could go,
like honestly, I had more fun riding single track at Denmark
yeah.
than riding the motocross track.
Yeah, but I feel like if there was not to say that motocross track isn't good. We're jumping the dirt bikes, man. We're all over the place. But I've seen some really, even like they call it the superplex tracks where they got like big jumps and stuff. Mm-hmm. Those look so fun. And I know I'm going to just absolutely pile it on every single rut and everything. But that's what I want to do. I don't think it'd be that hard to get to a level where I can ride through it consistently. Fast, different story. Riding through it consistently.
I was gonna say, fast might be pushing.
I have 10 hours on my bike. I have 10 hours of riding dirt total.
Yeah.
And I'm sure an hour and a half of that is doing wheelies in my backyard.
Yeah. No.
We really haven't been out that much. We got our money's worth out of it.
100%.
But we really haven't been out that much. And now my bike's giving me problems, which makes me want to just...
Yeah, we'll just leave this topic at that.
Ice bike.
That's what I'm excited for.
I
got tires for you. You fix your bike, I got tires that you can have for free.
I'll pay you for them.
No. you don't need to.
Oh yeah, your tires are a little...
Yeah, my tires are like, they're subpar.
Well, I mean, if you're running your 250, I'll run my 250. If you guys are going to run your 450,
my 450 is too far.
Yeah, no, and that's valid. I think Memphis could switch his over pretty easily. His was set up for dirt.
Yeah, Memphis is the second bike he ran in the
Do people even, like, those endurance races are 450s? Or
Yeah, they run an 8 mile long track.
Yeah, okay. Where are they getting the ice for that?
Bagel.
Okay.
Winnebago.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that endurance race is sick.
But that's still got it's such a slim portion of the year.
Oh, ice?
Yeah, it's like
you get a good 3 months.
3 months. I think last year we got
No, we got good ice last year.
a month.
Yeah, because we bought our bikes at at the end of the season. I mean, Memphis got out like 4 times.
You think the ice is thick enough by December?
Oh, yeah. You got 6 inches of ice, I'll be out there.
Yeah, but you think the ice in early December... There's no ice in early December.
Well, it depends on the year.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. Past couple years have been really bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like cold to begin with. Like, this is too cold for me.
It is.
But it's a different story when you're riding a dirt bike, you know?
Yeah.
But mid-December, I can see the ice really starting to get there. And then end of February, it's gone. Because our thing was when we were getting our bikes, it was really good. There was great ice, and then 1 week got into the 40s for like 3 days, and the ice was gone.
No, because that was the week we saw the Hummer out on the ice in Memphis, and it was like, I think it was like 45 out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The next week there was no riding. It goes away fast. That's all I'm trying to say.
It does go away fast.
That's all I'm trying to say. It goes away fast.
But I mean, I'm trying to think.
I don't know if Mr. Speck told you, but I was thinking about buying a YZ250.
2-stroke? When were you looking at that?
For a while. Well, I've been talking about CR for a while, which I assume.
Yeah, we were running March. This video's from March. March 1st.
Yeah, but that was the end of it, because I bought my bike a week later and you never hit ice again. That's probably the last time you went on the ice.
That was one of the last times. Yeah, that was the last time. We could have ran the next weekend, but I was just busy.
I think we bought my bike the next weekend.
Yeah, I think we went to Indiana for your bike.
Yeah.
But
we did go to Indiana.
yeah, we did. Was it that weekend?
Maybe I think so. I think it was. But yeah, I was talking about getting a CR, and I got talked out of getting a CR.
Who?
Ethan.
Why did he talk you out of it?
Parts availability, main thing, and price.
That's fair. What year was the CR?
No, just in general.
Oh.
Because the problem with CRs is the early years of the aluminum frame ones, it's garbage. They changed the engine.
I'll get early 2000s.
That's the worst.
Looks the best.
Looks the best, but it's the worst. The first couple years, then they changed the motor. They changed the valve system in them, and then they got better. But those a couple early years are really bad, and the other ones are just too expensive.
What? CR500? It's too expensive?
That's a different story. I'm buying a CR500.
I want to ride one of those so bad. Whenever I see that,
I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't even say I want to ride one of those because I eat shit on my 250. So.
Oh, I feel so much more comfortable on a dirt bike than I feel on a motorcycle.
I don't. I'm the opposite.
Like a crotch rocket.
Like, I'm saying, like, you put me on a supermoto, I'm going to be like you on the dirt. I'm going to feel so much more. I felt so much more comfortable on Memphis's 250 than I felt any time on my 250 on the dirt.
Yeah. No, but that's your discipline.
Exactly. That's my thing. I would be so much better at riding supermoto than I am at dirt. That's
the one thing I'm very curious on. I mean, me and Memphis are we are right here.
I feel like with the same amount of time, I'd be right there.
Yeah, maybe better. Maybe. Yeah, me and Memphis are right here. Me and Memphis Memphis has more street time than me, for sure.
I have more street time than both of you.
you 1,000% have more street time. But me and Memphis have been doing it for half a year now. A couple months.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
I really want to do a school for dirt, which we talked about.
Yeah, we did
I really want to do a supermoto school as well. I think that'd be fun. I wish I had some things that I could sacrifice a couple of bikes for.
I think you can.
My own trailer.
You got a trailer.
I want a closed trailer. I'm buying a closed trailer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's my one thing this winter I am going to do, is I am buying a closed trailer. But then I got to spend then I'm like 10 grand into a supermoto setup, because I got the trailer, then the bike, and then this, and then that. I don't know.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, but then I'm selling my dirt bike.
No, you're not.
No, like theoretically, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But it's like in theory, why do I need both?
I want you to think about that. Why? Think about it in this other. Look at this. Look at it from this other perspective. Say you're looking at it here. Look at it from here. Why don't you need a second dirt bike? I think that's what
I already said this. If there was a good deal on one, I would probably buy one.
Bingo.
That one Honda, I really don't want to buy a Honda, but that one Honda, lowball coming his way. Not, but theoretically could.
Swift kicking the nuts to that guy.
His price isn't bad.
No,
but
it's a
they're
good
just
price.
not selling. They're just not selling. There's no market.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Plus that guy, I do know the guy who built that bike.
I know where it came from.
Yeah, I know the guy. Well, I know the guy who currently owns it. He runs a I don't know what he runs. It's either a Husky, something. I think it's a Husky.
I don't know.
It's a white bike. But anyways, he manages a motorsports business.
Yeah, I know that, yeah. Which is the reason why I just don't want... If I pay $5 for a Husky with that same setup, I just want to pay $5 for the Honda. Which I'm a Honda guy. Yeah. But they're not the right bikes.
Because I wouldn't say it's that.
I would. That bike has high hours on it. That bike has higher hours on it.
The Honda?
Yeah.
It's got 26 hours.
Thought it had 86.
No. 26. He rebuilds them every 50.
Oh, there was a different bike that had 86 on it.
Yeah. No, but I would say...
He's not wrong on the money, and I'm not saying that he is.
No.
It's just a tough market.
Yeah, right. And right out of the get-go, I mean, it's hard to compete because Husky and... I believe Husky has an SMR version.
It's whatever the KTM.
But KTM has an SMR version. Honda doesn't do a super.
Yeah, they don't do it, which is why I wonder what happened to the person, the lady with the Yamaha. I haven't seen her, but
you should hit her up, see if she can get you that good deal.
Yeah, next time I haven't seen her since, so I would have asked her, but I didn't get her number. But she'll be back.
She'll be back, guys.
She'll be back, and whenever she's back, I'm sure. Whenever she's back, I'll get her number. Because at that time, I was like, how much does he want for it? I'm not really interested. But
and then me and Memphis go fucking...
No, that was he already had his bike at the time.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Me and Memphis need to stop spending money.
I mean, Supermoto's fun. Supermoto is the discipline I would be better at.
Yeah.
But I just find dirt to be so fun because you just eat shit, get back up.
Eat shit, get back up. I try to stay away from the eating shit part.
I don't. I try, but I don't.
Yeah, I try. I usually do fairly well.
Yeah, I need more seat time. That's it. I just need more seat time and a bike that works.
Yeah. Yeah, the second option first.
Yeah, exactly. But, we went to one different track on the Valley. I felt like when we went to the Valley, I was like, oh, I was starting to understand this more.
Yeah.
Because you learn the track and where to, not push yourself and all these things.
Yeah.
When you just get thrown into it like we did when we went to Syracuse, it was like, oh my God.
Dude, that's awesome. That's how you get into it.
That's how you get better. We just haven't spent enough time on them.
No, and I mean, we really haven't went. I mean, your bike's kind of in op right now, but...
Yeah, I want to...
It could work. I think it can... Would it work if we got it out?
No, it would work.
Oh,
I just don't want to push it.
If it goes, it goes.
I'm going to leak down test it, and if the valves come up fine, that means it's a fueling issue. And I'm okay with running it with the fueling issue. Because nothing's going to happen.
We should do a leak down test. We're already into November.
Yeah. I mean, we got a week, but this next week is going to go by super fast. And then before you know it, we're going to be on a plane to Las Vegas for SEMA.
Yeah. I don't know. That's wild.
Which already happened by the time everyone's watching this.
Yeah. So... This may be the last time you see me because I'm going to lose all my money gambling. I'll be disowned.
I might be buying a motorcycle in SEMA. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that RC?
Yeah. Theoretically,
if he takes your offer.
Yeah, no, but...
You should ride it back, though.
Hell no.
Dude, that would be like... That'd be
the biggest waste of money in the world. How? Imagine how much the bike would lose in value.
This guy... preaches about riding motorcycles.
Time and place, man. I'm not going to ride an RC30 on the highway.
This guy doesn't know ball.
Dude, if I bought an RC30, I wouldn't even ride it. I'll put that thing in my room.
I'll ride it. You'd let me ride it. I'd ride it. You'd let me ride it.
I don't know. I've always thought about what is like the living room bike. You know, when I get my own house, what bike is going in the living room? I have a hard choice. I have a hard time deciding. Lots of choices.
Yeah.
I think I've narrowed
I actually like this one.
The RC30?
No.
Oh, this question?
I like this question. It's
Yeah?
like every video.
Here, hold on. Let me clip for him real quick. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
If you had to pick one bike to put in your living room, what bike would it be? And this is a bike you can't necessarily go out and ride. It's sitting in your living room, and maybe every couple of years you take it out. But what bike would it be? I think I have a pretty good idea. And I've thought about this question a lot. Walk us through your thought process.
I'm gonna go with, dude. There's just so many cool bikes.
There's so many cool bikes, but you gotta you gotta think about this. You're not buying it to ride, which is pretty counterproductive for a motorcycle. But
Like I'm buying it to look at, essentially.
You're basically buying it to look at, and you know you'll start it up every few years and do the servicing, obviously, but you're not riding it.
I'm gonna have to go. This is hard.
It's a hard question. I'll tell you.
It's gonna be two-stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would ride two-stroke. I'd have a hard time not riding a two-stroke.
Dude, I would. I mean, yeah, that. But have you seen like the TZR 500?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean,
is-
they're gorgeous bikes. My thoughts go Ducati. Like
It's like having a Ferrari.
when you're talking about motorcycles, there's very few bikes I think compete with just a bright red Ducati sitting in your living room.
Which Ducati?
So my mind always goes 916, right? 916 is, in my opinion, one of the most gorgeous looking bikes ever. But if you know ball, imagine having an 851 in your living room. An 888. It's a gorgeous bike.
I can get behind that.
I also lean towards NR750.
And I thought that was the Ovalpus bike, right?
Yeah.
I thought about that.
That's a gorgeous bike.
Gorgeous.
And I'd be terrified of riding it.
Why?
Their carbon fiber fairings worth like 25 grand. The paint on them alone is like 10, 15,000 to paint them. I would be terrified. One day I'm going to buy one and ride it. I am going to be terrified.
That'd be sick, but
They're 100 grand. Light work to a guy like me.
yeah, dude.
But that bike is gorgeous.
That's a gorgeous bike, no doubt about it. It also comes down to liveries. Like, have you ever seen like I don't know, was the NSR 250 ever released in America?
We never got any of them.
Or Japan got them all? Or like Europe?
We didn't get any of them.
Okay. So, but have you seen like the 90s NSR 250, those liveries on those bikes?
Yeah, they're so cool.
Stunning.
Yeah, I just have, personally for me, they're cool. I think like a RC30 is a gorgeous bike, but to have it sitting in a living room, I don't know. That just never comes to my mind. The TZ or like the RZ, I could see those.
Wait, actually, let's go back a little bit. You said you could never see an RC30 just sit in a living room?
No, in my bedroom, different story. Not in my living room. This is the living room bike.
Oh, this is the living room bike.
The bike for every room. Yeah. The RC30's for the bedroom.
Yeah. You're right. I totally should have remembered that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is the bike where it's like, you got your TV here, you got your TV stand, and then right there is your bike. But for me, obviously, it's going to be nothing there, just the bike. Like whenever I buy my house, there's going to be a garden chair, and then
it's not even gonna be a garden chair. It's gonna be a plastic chair.
Yeah, like a plastic garden chair.
Oh yeah.
Right. So there's gonna be one of those.
Okay.
There's gonna be like a TV on the ground.
Okay.
Right. Maybe a PS5.
Okay.
And a $40,000 motorcycle. That's living.
Yeah. You know, I thought about that. When I buy my first house, how am I gonna decorate it?
Motorcycles.
I'm pretty confident.
Imagine walking into a guy's house and he's got a bike in his living room. Coolest guy you know.
Friend of mine actually he assisted with the Talent Cup, the Red Bull Talent Cup. I don't. Was he a manager? He might have been a team manager. But he's got the Red Bull Cup, all of the fairings, and all like the plastics, and he's got them hung up on this wall.
That's cool.
Like how the bike was orientated, so it looks like the bike's hanging on the wall.
That's cool.
It's so cool.
The one other thing I could be is if, you know, I'm probably going to buy a house sooner than this, but let's say 10 years go by and I buy my house. If I had a supermoto bike that I've won some championships on, if I have a dirt bike I've won some championships on, if I've got
C-Class.
Have you seen the C-Class memes? We'll talk about that in a second. But if I have a vintage bike I've won some bikes on, something that's mine, that it, you know, it's retired living room.
Oh yeah, 100%. There will be bikes in my house.
Yeah, there already are in mine.
There already are in your case.
Multiple. There was 4 at one point.
Oh.
There's 2 now.
Yeah.
The VRC headquarters is probably going to be where my dirt bike stays for the winter.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Not much room in there.
No, that's already pretty tight.
Yeah. We did reorganize it.
Did reorganize
And by
it.
we, I mean me.
Yeah.
But
I don't help with that. That's logistics side.
yeah, he's the no side. He doesn't do much.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he asked me to make business cards, which you're going to have to finish. He asked me to make business cards. Like, that was my first task to assist.
Never got finished.
I made them.
No, he didn't.
I
Kind of made him.
made them.
Yeah.
Did I get to the next step of procuring them?
No.
No. They are...
What's the living room bike, though?
no, living room bike?
You pick one right now.
TZ 500. TZR 500.
I think it's just TZ.
It might be. I
It
think
might be TZ500R.
I don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we don't know it. I think it's TZ. I only know that because I saw them at Meekum.
Dude, that's such a pretty bike.
Yeah, they're cool. That's a good bike. That's a good bike. You went more older than I thought you would.
Oh yeah.
Mine's an 851. I think like if I had to have a bike, it would be 851. NR750 I think is a really good like mantle bike. Like
it doesn't. I was just gonna say some crazy stuff. The one I've seen at Throttle Stop. It's a beautiful bike, but it's not like
it's because where it's sitting. If it was sitting where the Vincent was sitting, you'd be drooling over it.
It didn't just stand out for me
because it's sitting in the corner. I assure you, it's because it's sitting in the corner.
Yeah,
I've seen the bike like in the workshop. It's gorgeous because you can walk around it and really see everything. It's tucked into the corner, and you really don't.
It's in a really poor spot for what that bike is.
It really is, but it's a gorgeous bike. The tubes coming in over the handlebar, it's crazy. It's a work of art. I mean, is it a living room bike? It's up there for but it's not the bike. It's not the right one. It gives more like office.
Yeah, that's like the office.
No, like so you got your bookshelf, right? Mm-hmm. But then in the bookshelf, imagine the NR750. That's like more office.
Do you know what'd be really cool? If you had like a staircase and you walk like right above the staircase is a bike as you walk down. And it's just sitting on like a low ledge.
Yeah, it would depend, on the layout of the house. But yeah.
I should if I ever build a house, I'm going to build it with spots to park bikes.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's just...
That's some ball knowledge.
I mean, I mentioned this the other day, but I could put a glass from my living room to my garage.
I've seen that.
I have seen that.
I've seen that. That's sick.
It's sick. I knew someone who had it. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. But, yeah, I mean...
Also, do you prefer the Ducati red or... Like, on a Ducati, do you prefer the color red or yellow?
Depends on the bike. I'm more of a yellow guy.
Yeah, I'm more of a yellow guy,
I'm more of a Ducati yellow guy. I mean, seeing them all lined up in yellow is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. But, the 916, I have to take a red 916. The 999, I adore it in red, but I want a yellow one. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, if I buy one red one, I gotta buy them all red. If I buy one yellow one, I gotta buy them all yellow. That's why I buy both.
Fuck it, just ball out.
Yeah. See, Ducati makes the same bike with a different number for a reason. There's 851, buy red 851. Buy yellow 888. They probably didn't make those. But then you got the 916, buy red 916. But then, they made a 996 to buy a yellow one.
Yeah.
And then they made the 998, Matrix Edition green. You might as well buy that one. Then there's the 999. You might as well just buy the 999 with, red. Then they have the 749. You might as well just get a yellow one of those. I don't think they made another variant of the 999. I could be wrong. Maybe I am wrong. But then they made the 1048. Then there's a 1049. You might as well get a yellow and a white, yellow and a red one. The one thing I don't like is red or black Ducatis. For most of them.
Black, black's just basic. It's not standing out to me.
Very rare. Like to have the Ducati I have, to have a 907 IE in black is like baller because there's 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, that is ball.
Yeah, to have a 900, there's like 5 of them. So it's like.
Doesn't Memphis's dad have a black one?
Nah, it's not factory.
Oh, it isn't?
No. It's supposed to be red.
Oh.
Those didn't come in black.
Yeah.
But, I was freaking out this year at Superbike because I'm like, oh my God, is your Ducati factory black Ducati? He's like, no, it's not. Damn. I'm like, He's like, yeah, they're so rare. I'm like, I know. I was about to just be like, it's mine now.
He's going to be like, how much you want?
I was just going to ride it away. I was going to be like, it's mine now. But it wasn't factory.
I can have my RC51.
But like the newer ones, like the 1048, I just don't like them in white or black. Still Ducati, but yeah, I don't like them.
Do you know, when I was a kid, I'd watch Top Gear.
Yeah.
They did an episode, I think it was on a Ducati Supersport.
I don't know.
I was just curious if you knew.
I'd have to go watch it back. I'm sure if I looked it up, it'd pop up.
But there was an episode where they did that, and that bike I thought was the coolest thing as a kid. I don't know if it was because Top Gear is reporting on it.
Yeah, they didn't do many bikes. Richard Hammond had he's the bike guy. Yeah. On Top Gear he rode a Black Shadow.
That's sick.
I didn't know that until recently because I don't remember the bikes. I should go watch Top Gear again.
Top Gear.
But it's so long.
Top Gear with, it was Richard Hammond.
James May. And Jeremy Clarkson.
Dude, that was pinnacle.
It's peak.
That was pinnacle of Top Gear.
Yeah, I wish they did more motorcycle stuff. Obviously, the other 2 aren't, as far as I know, aren't into bikes. But
I'm sure they are. It's just not as...
Richard Hammond, he is a bike. Have you seen his collection? He just did a collection tour.
I have not.
You should watch the video. It's very cool. He's got the ZX-7R with the tubes. He's got a CBX. He's got a 916 Ducati. He's got a Brush Superior SS90. He had a Black Shadow. He's got a R90S BMW in orange.
That's cool.
He's got a nice lineup of bikes. Right there. And he has an FTR.
That's another bike. Actually, was it Aprilia? No, not Aprilia.
The RS4?
No, it's got this diamond-shaped headlight. Mm-hmm. And just one in the middle. I think Lewis Hamilton was riding one. MV Agusta.
Oh, yeah. I love that. My favorite brand.
Dude, that is another beautiful bike.
Yeah, I say that, and I'm not joking. I think MV Agusta is my favorite brand of motorcycle.
And he doesn't own one.
Yet.
Hear that, guys?
Oh, I'll buy an MV Agusta. I'm gonna buy an F4 one day.
I'm gonna ride it. Yeah, he's gonna be like, Grady, you can certainly ride my brand new MV Agusta I just bought.
It's not gonna be brand new, but
as long as it has that center exit exhaust.
Yeah, the 4-tip exhaust, the quad tip.
That's so...
Have you heard them?
No.
They sound like Ferraris. They literally sound like Ferraris. It is wild.
How much are one of those?
15.
That's not bad.
But they're 20 years old,
You should buy one.
I want to buy one.
Just do it right now.
I know a guy who has one.
Just give him a cash offer.
He's considering selling it, so we'll get there. But he has a limited edition one, so it's going to be a little bit more.
Oh, dude, who cares?
Yeah.
Money is just a virtue.
It is okay. I will... That bike is in my top 5. The F4. For those who do not know what we're talking about, the F4 is
F4. Didn't Lewis Hamilton ride in? Doesn't he have one of those? Or he has a MV Agusta. I don't know which
He might have an F3. Is it white?
No, it's red.
I think he has an F3. Because it's newer. The F4 is old now. But it's a 3-cylinder. It's a 4-cylinder.
That's a beautiful bike.
Yeah, I mean, MV Agusta. I mean, their new Super Veloce with the circle light. You know what bike I'm talking about? You'll see it and you'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
It's just art. It's just art. Their bikes are art.
How many do they produce a year?
Not much. Like, they're small production. They have issues like electrical stuff too, because they're such a small manufacturer. But it's like Pagani, you know?
Yeah, it's like...
Oh, you have a problem.
Yeah.
Our bad.
Yeah, just throw a little money at it, it fixes it.
Yeah. Do you know what the Aprilia SXV 450 is? All right, so I appreciate everyone for watching this video, liking, subscribing. As always, if you did enjoy this video, do me a huge favor, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching yet another episode of Under the Helmet. We'll be back in our normal setup for episode 9, and that's the setup we continue to hope to use as consistently as possible. Make sure to subscribe to our other channels, my channels, not Grady's. He doesn't have anything.
Grady's Garage.
Grady's Garage doesn't exist.
Please like, subscribe, leave a comment.
If this video gets 10 likes, I'll buy a supermoto bike. With that said, we'll see you in the next one.
10, I like that. That's sick. 10 likes would be sweet. I'll make 10 accounts just to...